everyone, it's Jane. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I really appreciate all the new viewers and all the returning viewers. It's just been so much fun for me to make these videos, and it's making me happy that you're watching. So thank you in advance for watching, if you stay tuned. I'm having a little trouble today talking, so there we go. So just so you know. So today I'm going to feature Lennon Tool Bar inks, and I'm going to swatch the ones of that brand that I have. I have 11 of those. I featured 7 of those in my currently inked video that should have come out before this one. And so anyway, we'll go through all the swatching, but first I have to shout out in a huge shout of thank you and thank you and thank you from the bottom of my heart to a viewer named Rebecca. And Rebecca, I'm not going to give your last name in case you want to be private, but she was such a dear and had seen on one of my videos or heard on one of my videos that I said I should have stockpiled original Tomei River paper. And she sent me a whole bunch of it. She sent me a whole folder of original Tomei River paper. I mean, so incredibly sweet, Rebecca. Thank you. I'm just going to enjoy that so much. But even more than that, she sent me this beautiful tea towel that she made. She hand weaves, and I just cannot get over the beauty of this towel. I will treasure this. I can't see using it on dishes or wiping my hands, but if you guys could just see the details and what she did with the weaving of this, I am floored. I'm just in awe of your talent with that, and I will treasure this. I can't even tell you how much I'm going to treasure this. So thank you again, Rebecca. You just made my day. You made my week, made my month, made my year. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's just wonderful towel and paper, and you're the best. So with that said, let's get on to swatching, and I'm going to put this away so I don't drop ink on it, because I might. I don't want to do that though. Okay, put that away. So first ink. Oh, that was the other thing. I already swatched these inks on that original Tomei River paper, so I will compare that at the end with this. This is Tomei River paper from Hobonichi this year. So it's not even going to compare because, yeah, we all know that. So first ink up is Lenin Toolbar Bixi, B-I-X-I. That's the bottle. And I'm going to show you the boxes on each because they have little cute drawings on them. So let's go ahead and swatch those. I'm using my Pensioneer 3D ink station so I don't spill, Dominant Industry ink muddler, and then I have a B5 nib on a, this is a speedball nib on a Maverick Pens nib holder. So we will go with Swatching Bixi. And I did mark out my page. I hope that I stay within my marks so that I can fit all 11 inks on here. Hopefully that will happen. There we go. And I'm not going to write Lennon Toolbar over and over again. So we're just going to write Bixi and do some cross strokes and some figure eights. Kind of a lighter ink, but it sure is pretty coming out of a pen. I will zoom in on this, so if you can't see it, I'll zoom in later when everything dries, so don't worry, I got you covered. Next one we have is Cat General. I love that little cat, and on the box he's even better. Isn't it cute? I love his little paws. I wish I could draw. I just really do. I love all these people that are so talented that they can draw things like that and weave beautiful towels. So we all have our talents, though, don't we? Mine happens to be spilling ink and making messes and playing with horses. I do enjoy that very much. Okay, so I said this is Cat General. I did find out, well, I think it's going to happen. I will announce it for sure. But my horse Winston, my big Shire Winston that I showed this summer quite a bit. He's going to win a year-end award in the show series that I put him in, and I'm really proud of him. So I'll share that officially if I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. I tracked my points, so hopefully they did. Hopefully we are. Okay, next one is She and that's what's on the bottle. A little guy, looks like he's got some teeth and pointed ears. Let's see if it's got, he's got kind of the pointed ears, little teeth, big eyebrows. Kind of cute guy. Huh. He looks kind of angry though. Okay, let's get this guy out here. So a very light shade of green. And this is in my currently inked, so I'll be writing with this later this week. And the pen I put it in, I hope it is going to do it justice, because it is a pretty ink. It's just kind of light. Okay, where are we? She, Z. So as you can tell, it's pretty light. I probably should have put that over more towards the ink. Hopefully you guys will forgive me for not being persnickety. Things are not perfect around here, that's for sure. Okay, next one is sesame oil. This one was talked about, somebody I watched on YouTube, I don't know who, but that's the box. Used this in a pen, and I was just really drawn to it. And I had a hard time finding it at the time. I don't know if it's available now or not. I think I got this from Yoseka Stationery. So maybe they still have it. I don't know. But I really tried to track it down for a long time, found it, and I think it's just gorgeous. It's kind of a, what you would think a sesame oil would look like. It's just pretty. And it looks really pretty in a pen as well. Okay, I'm going to try to put this closer to the ink blot. Sesame oil. And still stay within my little lines here. So I have room for all 11 inks that I got going. Okay, next one is Bougainvillea. I hope that's how you say it. But as I said in my currently inked video, that's how Bob Vila says it on This Old House, so I'm going to go with that. That's what the box looks like. I have a podcast I listen to. It's called The Greatest Generation. It's a Star Trek podcast. And they make fun of Star Trek quite a bit. They have they do the voices, and they have a This Old House bit where they play the little clarinet song and talk about how if you're constructing with This Old House, how you should construct a spaceship so it doesn't fall apart. It's actually pretty funny. Lost in translation there, I think. But I enjoy it. I gotta see how I spell this, because I'm gonna forget. Bougainvillea. Oh, I'm going outside my lines already. Okay, and now we are on to get the lid on there. Come on, lid. There we go. Next one is Bird Monster. It's got a cute bird on the bottle. This one looks very angry. Like he's gonna peck you to death. And this is a darker green. So also looks a little better coming out of a pen because it's not quite so light. Okay, yeah, there we go. And all of these inks dry with some really interesting shading, but not obnoxious. You know, some inks can really be obnoxious in that, but I love that because I'm obnoxious, so I like an obnoxious ink. But these are a little bit more subtle. Subtle is not my middle name, that's for sure. There we go. Next one up we have is Island Wood. Oh, I didn't even notice that before. It looks like a little train or a tram system kind of thing. And this is what the box looks like. And there you go. There's the front of the train. Maybe those were logging cars on a train. I'm not sure. Do they? I don't know. Log over in other countries like we tend to destroy everything around here? I don't know. Man, I open my mouth and insert my foot a lot, don't I? Okay, island wood. I say that in a way because down the street from me, somebody has logged their property, and it's a shame because it was really beautiful forest and now it's not anymore, and it makes me sad. But I know that's their prerogative. If they want to make money, they can cut their trees down. It just made me sad. So, okay, there's island wood. And now the next one is gaze. That's what that looks like. Oh, it looks like maybe some buildings are drawn in the back of that. There's the box. This is a darker blue color. Really pretty. It's got, if I'm remembering correctly, this has got some sheen in it when it dries. I might have put a little bit too much down. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. It might take it forever to dry. Oh, and I just got a bunch on my dip pen too. Okay. Gaze. It's kind of a blurply dark bluish. There's some purple in there as well. Okay, there's that one. And now we have 3 more. This one it's got a different name on there, but I know it is called Mountain Elves. And I can't read that very well to know what letters to put down. So I'm just going to put down Mountain Elves. And that's what that looks like. Well, that one's not a circle at all. That's just a big blob, isn't it? Another kind of bluish ink. If I'm remembering what this looks like coming out of pen, it's like kind of a steel blue almost. Mountain Elves. My water is turning a really disgusting color. Okay, 2 more. This one is Coastal Village. That's what the bottle looks like. There's the box. Kind of a little bit of a coffee, muddy or watery coffee color in a way. Okay, Coastal Village. I didn't get enough ink on that. That looks really light, and it's really not that light of an ink. It comes out of a pen darker than what I'm showing here. I think I just didn't load up this nib very well. Okay, we have 1 more. And this one is a very light ink, and I didn't think it was going to be. This one is Bubble Tea. I also saw I like how they've got the little dots on here, and you can see through them into the bottle. I did see someone else using this ink on YouTube, and for some reason, I thought it was darker than it is, but it is very light, and it's nearly impossible to see coming out of a pen, but it is a pretty color. You know what? I have never had bubble tea before. Or bobo. Is it bobo? Is that the same thing? Is bubble tea and bobo the same stuff? With the little gelatin thingies in it? I've never had any of it. I've never had an opportunity to. Maybe I should make that kind of a priority at some point to try it. Find it to try it. Bubble. Yeah, see, you just can't see this at all. Try that again. Bubble. T. Well, you can see it a little bit, but not by much. Oh, let me try to load it up again. Try that again. Kinda. So there you go. I'm going to let this dry for a little bit, and I'll come back and show you this, and I'll show it to you on the original Tomei River paper as well, and you can see what you think. So I'll be right back. Well, it's close enough, I guess. Still a little wetter than I like, but anyway, we'll give it a look here. Let me zoom in a little bit on the inks, and we'll see what we can see. Okay. Let me know if me moving my notebook like this makes everybody sick, and I'll try to stop doing it, but I don't know how else to do this. Okay, so there's Bixby, and that's got kind of a lot of different shading in there. And there is Cat General. That's still wet. Oops, I'm dragging my swatch card through all of that. Okay, so there's Cat General, kind of an orangey color. I'll get my hand back behind it. Maybe I can show you a little bit more. There's that. Now, Shishi is pretty close to being dry, so you can see some shading there. Again, kind of a light ink to write with, but you can see some different shading in the writing as well if you have a broader tip nib. There is Sesame Oil. I kind of got some purple going on there as well as brown, which I think is really cool. Here's Bougainvillea. Real pretty dusty pink color. Bird Monster. Here we have Island Wood. Not as much shading as that one as I remember, but it does come out really pretty out of a pen. Gaze has quite a bit of sheening, and I think that is why it is not drying very well, plus the fact I put too much down. But you can see that. I'm going to have to move my camera now because my notebook's at the edge of my desk. There's Mountain Elves. And here we have, oops, I'm sorry, Coastal Village, which also has quite a bit of different shades in there as well. And then the last one is Bubble Tea, where you can see that is really light. Okay, I'm going to keep it zoomed in and show you. Actually, I'm not going to. Hang on. Let me show you on the original Tomei River paper. This is from Rebecca. I just love this paper. So you can kind of see just lots of different shading qualities through that. And I'll lay this down next to the other here just a second. So you can really see the sheen in that. Bubble Tea dried pretty cool too. So that's what this looks like side by side. And I definitely in person see quite a bit of difference between this paper and this paper from this year. In the shading, you just see a little bit more depth, I think. You'll see more detail in that as it's drying than you do on the paper from this year. As far as bleed through, I mean, ghosting a little bit, but you know, I put down quite a bit of ink, especially this one. And then this one would be on the back side, you know, that really bled through. So, you know, comparison wise, yeah, absolutely the original. If you could get your hands on it, I would 100% choose that over this year's, and we'll see what happens with the ones that just came out for next year. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this. Hope it was helpful. Let me know more brands of inks you're looking to have swatched. I'll see if I have any. Had a request for Endless Inks Alchemy, and I don't have very many of them. I don't think I only have 2 of them. So I'll combine that with something else that I have that we can play with. So if there's something else in particular that you would like to see, let me know and I'll see what I have. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing, giving me a thumbs up, leave some comments, all the stuff. So appreciate you being here. I'll see you next time. Bye. And another huge thank you to Rebecca. You're the best. All right. Bye.